I have a tricky question for you. Can India
Yeah.
win this World Cup?
I think the team they have got now, I think this is the best team to win the World Cup, I would say.
Welcome to Straight Bat with Gulf News. The Indian team has been announced, and the question now is, can they win the World Cup? I am Sham Krishna, and with me is Satish, our sports editor, who will help answer that question. We also have a very special guest, Lalchand Rajput, the man who coached India to their first T20 World Cup win. Today, Rajput is the national coach of the UAE. So he will help us and give us thoughts on the Indian chances and the team selection. So let's dive in straight away. Lalchand, are you happy with the team?
I think they have got the best players who can be added. I think there will always be a one player here and there, but I think this is the best 15 what they have picked. And I'm really happy that Sanju Samson is there because he is a match winner. And over the years, I think he was just missing out. And the form he's in this year in the IPL is tremendous. And he gets a nod in as well. But overall, if you look at it, I feel that is the best 15 which India could pick.
Satish, next question to you. You wrote about Ruturaj Gaikwad. Do you think Gaikwad has reason to be disappointed? Because if you look at it, there's no slots available.
Yeah, Sham, that's a sad part of sometimes, especially with Ruturaj. I think he was a bit unlucky in the last, I would say 6 months because an untimely injury in South Africa gave Yashasvi the chance to make his cement his place, whereas Ruturaj has to be on the sideline. Now he's finding it difficult, despite being in the good form. That's a sad part at this point of time. But any which way, he should have still been there because I think that there is a one slot where we could still debate whether we need Akshar Patel as an all-rounder or do we need to keep a backup opener. But another disadvantage with Ruturaj or the current IPL form that is going against him is almost all those who are scoring runs are from the opening slot. If you look at Virat Kohli, if you look at Jaiswal, if you look at even KL Rahul, who missed out his chance, all of them have been opening. So that way, I think Ruturaj is a bit unlucky to hit the form at the wrong time. But anyway, he should be the one who will be playing for a long years to come in, and then so he'll be doing well for India in the next World Cup. Sham, that's my feeling.
Lalchand, tell us about this bowling attack we have. We have only three paceman. We have Bumrah and Siraj and Arshdeep. Are we lacking firepower here?
See, Bumrah is a match winner, to be very honest. And then you got a left-hander. Definitely, left-hander is a good addition because you got the angles, you got the ball going away and coming in as well. And most of the batsmen are not that comfortable against the left-hand fast bowler. You got that. Siraj, I think, one of the best bowlers we have, at the moment as well. So there is no doubt that, these three will be there. And you have Hardik Pandya, who's going to bowl because he has bowled a couple of overs as well. So Hardik Pandya comes as a batting all-rounder who can bowl medium pace as well. And, looking at the wickets in West Indies and America, I think they are on the slower side. So I don't think you will have four fast bowlers playing in any of the teams, unless you're playing on Barbados, where Barbados wicket used to be a good wicket. But if you look at other wickets in West Indies as well, they're all slowed down. That's the reason why they have picked more spinners, and only three fast bowlers and Hardik Pandya as the fourth fast bowler as a batting all-rounder.
Yeah, I was coming to that question because we have four spinners against three pace bowlers, and you would think West Indies, with their pace battery over the years, would be a fast bowler's paradise. Here you say the wickets have slowed down. So are you saying it will favor the spinners?
I won't say it's favorable, but it is on a slower side. It is not like earlier days where the ball used to fly. You will not find those wickets now because when you play in the West Indies as well, the wickets are not that. Except Barbados wicket was decent, that which has got a little bit carry. Otherwise, I think all other wickets are slowed down now. And unless West Indies prepare a good wicket for their own matches. That's totally different. But still, we have got 4 fast bowlers if there is a wicket which can help the fast bowlers. And Hardik Pandya is work with the bowling as well because he can track 140 plus as well. So we have fast bowling backup as well. Siraj is there, Bumrah is there. So I think we have covered all, I think, angles from that. If you look at the fast bowling angle, the spinner angle, then the batting angle, then the wicket keepers as well. So I think we have got a very good bunch of players who can do dual roles as well, and plus you can always bank on them that they are match winners.
Okay, Satish, I will since you are a Chennai Super Kings man, I have a question for you. Shivam Dube, they also say that he could also be a backup fast bowler, I mean medium pacer actually. But Dube hasn't bowled for Chennai Super Kings this season, so does that argument hold?
It is only partly I would take it because what happens is he would have been bowling through more often, and then he could be getting his rhythm in place. But let's also see that Sham, it is also not just the IPL. He has been bowling in the Ranji Trophy, first class cricket, and before IPL, most of these bowlers who played India, even for that matter, when Lalchand made his debut, he must have played one the Ranji Trophy before the IPL. So these guys are, and the quality of Ranji Trophy and the first class cricket in India is quite good as well. And as a medium pacer, bowling on these jet tracks would have certainly given any bowler the confidence to take on, or the experience and the expertise to bowl at the right area. So I wouldn't say it's a huge disadvantage, but he would have certainly been match ready in bowling if he had bowled more overs.
Okay, do you see Pandya and Dube playing together in the same team, in the same match?
Difficult, Sham. Difficult. Because unless otherwise, possibly the one slot which I would say they might be looking at is the 4 bowlers will be there for sure, and 5th bowler will be Jadeja, and Pandya. Then you have Pant. I think the team composition might not allow, but still, if there is some once after a first match or in the practice matches, if Dube could do well as a bowler, maybe they might opt for a all-rounder so that Pandya, Jadeja, and maybe anybody else could finish those 4 overs with Dube, and then add one extra batsman. There is a possibility, but again, it all depends on how it goes in the last week or before the first match in the World Cup. I think even the first match is not a big game. I think India is playing Ireland. So it could be a place where Dube could be played in as a all-rounder who could also bowl and test his bowling firepower, and then take a call for the next game against Pakistan.
Lalchand, to your question here again, the spinners, we have 4 spinners. Do you think India will be playing 3 spinners together, or do you see a situation where Jadeja and Axar Patel playing together in the same match, 2 left-arm spinners and left-arm batsmen?
That could be a possibility, depending upon the pitch, and depending upon the opposition whom we are playing. But I think Jadeja is a certainty, 100% sure that he is your number 1 choice. I would say that Kuldeep will be playing as well, because he's a wrist spinner, the other way around, and he's been bowling very well. There will be a tussle between Chahal and if they want to play 3 spinners, then between Chahal and
Kuldeep.
Akshar, that is because Akshar, I think they have really taken it because if something goes wrong with Jadeja, then he is an ideal replacement for them. And if we want to strengthen our batting lineup till 8-9, then I think Chahal might not play. Then they will play with Akshar. And then Kuldeep might not play, and they'll have a choice between Kuldeep and Chahal. So 1 leg spinner, because the both are going to be the same like left-arm spinners. So that's another possibility as well.
There's a lot of competition for the slots there.
Yeah.
Now, you spoke about Sanju earlier. Sanju Samson finally gets his chance. Now, is there a chance of him playing in one of the matches, and what will be his role?
See, your first choice wicketkeeper will be definitely Pant, So if Sanju has to play, he has to play as a batsman. And then he's been striking the ball very well, this season. And the only spot I can look at it is number 5, because you got openers. Definitely there will be left hand, right hand combination. Jaiswal and Rohit might open. Then 3 will be Virat, 4 will be Sky. So that one plays 5, maybe because Pant or Samson, so that if you want to strengthen your batting. But it looks very difficult that the first game will be Pant. Pant will be playing at number 5. Then 6 will be your Hardik Pandya as an all-rounder. Then there is a tussle between Shivam Dubey, whether they will play him or Sanju Samson. That is one at number 7, because that bowling all-round and then the spinners. So I think there is a tough competition. But we all have to see how the practice matches go on. So if the practice matches they do well, then I'm sure, I think he will be pushing for a place into the playing level.
That's interesting. Finally, some real good competition for all of you in the batting slots. Satish, do you see any loopholes or any weak points the team as of now? I mean, remember we are playing in the West Indies, and Lalchand has said the wickets have slowed down, and these people are playing IPL on short fronts and complete batting tracks where your people are scoring 15 ball 50s. So when you go switch over to the West Indies, it's going to be a different game altogether. So how do you think India team will play those matches?
I think slower track should not be a problem, Sham. Again, the one disadvantage the Indian team or the Indian team's weakness was exposed by Australia in the final of the 50-over World Cup, where they were struggling against the short pitch bouncers. So I think in this IPL, with so many fast bowlers playing, almost every fast bowler has been using this short pitch bouncer deliveries. So that was the only place where India struggled in slow wickets, because the spinners they will play exceedingly well, so that's not a problem. So in that sense, I think India is ready for the slow wickets of West Indies. It should not be an issue facing any bowler for that matter. Because if you look at Cummins and Stark, those two fast bowlers who exposed Indian batting have been bowling at like these players almost day in and day out in the IPL for so many days. So that gives them the opportunity to play and face these bowlers and know what exactly they need to do against these new variations that came up with the final. So I don't think there is anything that is lacking in the Indian team. Indian team should start as one of the favorites, and they are also pretty much match fit. So with IPL 14 matches, each player would have played a minimum of, which would have made them really battle ready. So I think it is a win-win situation for India, because slow wickets India tends to do well.
Lalchand, I have a tricky question for you. Can India win this World Cup?
I think the team they have got now, I think this is the best team to win the World Cup, I would say, because unless something unforeseen happens, but the way they have picked the team, because they have got good all-rounders, they have got good strikers, they have got up front, strikers as well. We have got good finishers and 2 wicket keepers who can win you games on their own, like Pant and Sanju Samson. Shivam Dubey is in terrific form. Spinners, I think Kuldeep, I think he's bowling very well. Chahal is bowling well. Jadeja, you can count on him. He can win you games on his fielding. He will take brilliant catch or a run out. He can bat. He can bowl. So overall, if you look at Bumrah, I think Boom is I think going to be a hit in the Caribbean as well, because the way he's bowling, he's our death bowler, up front bowler, and I think if you look at overall combination, I still feel that this team has got the power and I would say the experience to win the World Cup.
Oh, all right, that is very interesting. So you think they can win, but you have coached India to victory in the World Cup. So what does it take to win a World Cup?
See, to be very honest, it's the mental strength, because World Cup games are really, tough. It is right, because it needs how to win championship. See, if you look at this, sometimes batsmen win you games, but I still feel that bowlers win you championship, and if you have a right, template of bowlers, say like, Bumrah, Chahal, Kuldeep Yadav, Jadeja, and you name it, because the fast bowlers, Siraj, I think one of the best bowlers we have got, and Arshdeep, left-hander going away, he has got good slow one, good Yorker. So I think it's a mixture of both. But the main thing is you got to play well on that particular day. See, T20 is a game where it fluctuates very, very quickly. The momentum shift from one team to other in balls actually. If you lose 2 wickets in 2 balls, the momentum shift. If you hit 20 runs in 1 over, the momentum shift. So you got to be very, very careful that you got to be controlling those crucial moments. Those crucial moments, the team which controls, that team will win. And I think this team has got that ability. And I'm sure, this is the time, I think it's a long, long time that they haven't won it after 2007. So this is the time I think they should try and get back that World Cup.
All right.
Sham,
That's
I'll interrupt one. Oh, I'm sorry. In between, Lalchand, one thing with you being part of the World Cup winning team was Mahendra Singh Dhoni as a captain in this first game, and subsequently the other World Cup was also won by Mahendra Singh Dhoni. So, what do you think as a captain he's doing something different, because you have seen him from the first such close quarters, and what did he do differently in the T20 World Cup? Because before that, India must have done something different. And what else was striking difference that you saw in him?
See, he always is a good thinker of the game. Plus, he used to be very calm and cool. See, the players are already under pressure. So if the captain puts pressure, then the players cannot perform better. So you got to leave the players, freely so that they can perform better. And you have to give that confidence to the players as well. And Dhoni was very good at it, because if you look at Dhoni's this thing in the 2007, he never used to show any emotions. He never used to tell any bowler, even if he has bowled badly, but he used to encourage them. That's where the bowlers and the players used to feel that I should contribute something more. And that's how we won. And, subtle changes, that's very important. At a crucial time, you bring a bowler, then you take a wicket, that changes the course of the game. So people always keep on asking that we brought Joginder Singh, nobody knew to bowl the last over. So that's how those are the, if it clicks, you are good. If it doesn't click, then people will have adverse effect. But I think everything clicked for us on that particular day. And main thing is that he went with his gut feeling that this is the bowler who will do me well on this particular occasion. So that's how it should be. So captain has to have a confidence in their bowling attack. As I said, bowlers will win you championship. So that confidence should be there for each and every player in the team.
And one more follow-up question. Sorry about it. How does the dressing room, what does he do? Because today there is so much of thought process going in, so many plans, so many, you see coaches writing every single moment, noting down in the notebooks. So how does Dhoni approach it from the dressing room or from the team meetings perspective? If you can give a little insight into the very, very close quarters, yeah.
As I said, Dhoni was a wicket keeper who stands behind the wicket. He knows what the pitch is doing. He knows where the ball should be bowled. He knows the angle of the fielders as well. So he's always thinking. And that's why I think Dhoni is a good thinker of the game. He always thinks one step ahead. Because if we do this, then if they come out with some options, and then what will be our day? So that's why we never used to have a plan A set. We'll have a plan A, but if that plan A doesn't work, then we have a plan B as well. If the plan B doesn't work, then you should have something, as plan C that, if everybody's going for runs, then we have to have a slow down game plus containing. Then we have fielders that are safe, and then we try to bowl 1 or 2 overs containing so that the batsman doesn't get those free boundaries. And then 1 wicket fall, then you again come back and attack. So there are a lot of things which goes on in the coach's mind and the captain's mind as well. And then see, the main thing is the captain is the boss on the field, because he has to execute those plans and he has to really think well ahead of the game as well. So that's why I think Dhoni is far ahead.
And how many plans he has got?
He has got number of plans. He has got. You say something one. नहीं sir, ये ऐसा होगा तो फिर और भी ऐसा कर सकता है. उन लोग ऐसा करेगा तो हमको ऐसा. So he's always to talk like that. I said yeah. So that is why he's always thinking ahead of the game.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah, I guess that's what makes Dhoni different from the rest. That's all from us, guys. For the latest updates and breaking news, log on to gulfnews.com and all our social media channels. Thank you.